Obviously put on myself, continue to be better, make sure the guys around me are ready to go. I'm ready to go. It starts with me, so I put that on myself.
Trey Lance putting it on himself. An up and down start yesterday. I give him a C. I give him a C, C minus. He hasn't played football in a long time, a live game.
Wait, all that, and you're only going to give him a C
minus. C minus.
Wow. Okay, I was probably closer to a D for me, if not less. But that's okay.
And now you're getting on me for my.
Well, no, it's just I don't think it's. I also don't think it's like the end of his Niner career.
Yeah,
I don't
either. I don't either. I don't know who's saying this stuff. I don't get.
Well, I think people are losing their minds. Like you were kind of riding me for like worrying about the kicker at the break, and look. Yeah, it's not good. It's all I've seen.
We're calling the kicker a bust after one preseason
no, that's
game.
Not fair either. But like,
I mean,
you did move off of. This is a playoff team, right? At least that's what your hope is, at minimum, a playoff team. And you moved off of a very reliable kicker in the postseason. I don't think he missed any kicks for the Niners in the playoffs.
Skills and Vallejo called last Friday. Remember that, Spinotti? When you left, Skills and Vallejo called, and he was the first call I heard all season worried about the kicker. And he said, "Man, Robbie Gold, this is something we did." And I thought about him immediately when he missed both those kicks. So, Skills and Vallejo right out of here.
The second one was so bad.
Second one was bad.
It was so bad. But it reminded me of one of my shank drives.
I mean, people were freaking out over Mitch Wishnowsky after his rookie season.
For sure.
Now people don't say anything about the punter. We're happy with the punter. So, I'm going to lay low for a second off the kicker. This segment is sponsored by Golden State Lumber, serving the Bay Area for 3 generations. Dan Orlovsky. We're going to play some sound from him on Get Up. He said something about Trey Lance that'll certainly get people fired up here. But I want to get to the lines. Let's get to RJ, Milkman, and Tia. 888-957-9570 is the number. Your thoughts on Trey Lance? Your thoughts on the first preseason game of the season? Football's back. RJ, what's happening, my man?
Bonte, thank you for taking my call, Bonte. Appreciate it. But I ain't going to lie, Bonte, I agree with you full on, man. I think anybody that talks about the play calling and whether it should have been a balanced offense is fooling themselves, man. Because just like you, Bonte, I wanted to see decisiveness and footwork in the pocket, and I didn't see none of that. I saw a scared QB that when the pressure got hot, he tucked the ball and took a sack. I'm optimistic about Trey, but I said Sam Darnold's going to win. But you tell Grant Cohn was on the after the show. He was saying that Trey Lance didn't get a fair shot, and who cares about the play calling? Just like you said, Bonte, in the morning, he got. You wanted to see Trey Lance pass the ball, and this is what we got. And it is one preseason game. Obviously, it's a battle for 2, but right now I got Sam Darnold over Trey Lance. Thanks, Bonte. Appreciate it, man.
Anytime, RJ. Anytime.
I guess I don't exist. Jesus.
That's 5 Bontes.
Here's what I would say.
Shout out to RJ, Sacramento Kings fan. I should have slipped in a Christmas Day game.
I don't think it matters about play calling and all that. But here's what I would say is that if moving forward, once we have more data to prove from, but when you watch the Niners play during the regular season, run is how they play. Run the ball first. That's how they play.
Doubt.
I agree with your overall opinion. I want to see the guy throw. Right. He's worked on his throw, and I want to see him throw, blah, blah. So I would say that me, personally, as a Niner fan, I wanted to see TDP get some touches early on in the game because apparently he's been looking really, really, really good. And so
got 9 carries yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but it all came kind of later in the game. Right. I would have liked to seen them run him a little early and just kind of build off that. But again, this isn't a real game. Right. Yeah, it's a preseason. So I feel stupid even breaking that down.
Right, yeah, I'm not going to break down scripts and game play calls.
But would you agree that Josh McDaniels, just contrasting the two styles, Josh McDaniels took a guy who looked like had never played in an NFL game. They ran a couple of times, and the guy had rhythm, and he looked really good.
He did, but look though. Aiden O'Connell still threw the ball 18 times.
No, I know.
15 and 18.
Yeah, but on the first 3 drives in particular, they were getting some chunk plays in the run game. I thought that they pushed around our defensive line. It's their backups.
Well, they won the trenches. And
yes, they did.
They won the trenches in a major, major way. No doubt about that. The Raiders looked organized. But look, they were 3-0 in the preseason last year. They looked great. And how did their season end? You know what I'm saying? We can't, overall, the games and everybody, oh, man, the Niners, it could be a wrong year, man, losing the does not matter.
No,
it's about
getting
the work in and getting the reps. And the reps I saw with Trey Lance, the most disappointing aspect of it, it's not just holding the ball and the decisiveness. It's that, boy, when he does get out of the pocket, he struggles to outrun defensive linemen. He struggles to outrun D tackles. I was like, damn, he looks a little slow.
He's a big guy.
I get major Josh Freeman vibes from Tampa Bay from him, where I'm like, boy, I thought he was a little more elusive. I thought he was a little more faster. Gosh, when he does break the pocket, he can't outrun guys. Maybe he's thinking about his ankle. I don't know.
Well, he did have one nice scramble where
slow and stiff.
There was a couple of plays where it felt like they just had a free guy running at him. He had one nice run to the left where he stuck the ball out before going out of bounds, where he was running out of bounds. I thought that was a nice run. But on the play where he held the ball for like 6 seconds and took a sack, it's like, dude, you got to get rid of that one.
There is something with Orlovsky and something with Shanahan here that we'll get into in just a second. Let's go to Milkman, then we'll get to Tia. Larry's on hold as well. Full phone lines here, 888-957-9570. People fired up with football being back. Just week one of the preseason, folks. Feels like we're in regular season mode. Milkman, what's happening?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Okay, my question is, I'm piggybacking on a previous caller who says that Shanahan doesn't like Trey Lance. Why would he send him out there with a backups under center? Why didn't he have him in shotgun where he could, scan the field, maybe run a little bit? Why did he set him up to fail? I feel like he set him up to fail.
All right.
I don't know about that. To me, setting someone up to fail, that seems very malicious. Talk about like running what people like. Trey Lance took the majority of his snaps in college under center.
Right.
Like that's where his game is based. This Niner offense is based under center. How many times did Jimmy G or Brock Purdy last year, for example, go 4 or 5 wide and just and go from shotgun? That's not this offense.
Also, why would Shanahan want to sabotage his hand-selected number 3 overall pick that he moved basically 3 draft picks for? You know what I'm saying? The first round swaps and a couple other picks. Like, why would Shanahan want to sabotage Trey Lance? Because if Trey Lance is a bust, that falls on Shanahan. You better believe I'm giving him that smoke for this pick. This is on Shanahan, but Darren Orlovsky kind of talked about what that last caller, Milkman, just said. Here's what Darren Orlovsky said this morning on Get Up.
I don't think Trey Lance can play in Kyle Shanahan's offense. I've seen enough. He doesn't have enough reps playing football. That's a reality. That ball is almost intercepted. It should go to the left because the guy's wide open. The ball doesn't come out quick enough for Trey right now. And I think that after watching yesterday, he's so much more comfortable as an under-center quarterback than a shotgun quarterback. But Kyle's offense has really become a shotgun offense. It's become ball distribution. It's become play point guard. It's become get it out quickly. And that's just not where Trey is right now. I want to be fair to Trey. He got better as the game went on, and that's why those reps matter. I just don't think he can play in Kyle Shanahan's offense. He should have thrown 2 interceptions. The ball gets held so long for him right now, and it hasn't gotten better in the 3 years that he's been in the NFL.
That's my issue.
I think that's pretty fair.
Hold on to the ball too long, and the aspect of this is now a Shanahan offense, shotgun offense under Shanahan. He likes to run a lot more shotgun. Something I'm going to monitor this season. How many times is Purdy going to be in shotgun? If Darnold plays, if Trey is on the team and he plays, how much is he going to be in shotgun here? That's interesting. If he's not comfortable in shotgun, this entire league is all about the shotgun offense, the shotgun formation. This league, you got to play out the shotgun. If he can't process things quickly and he's holding on to the football, now your tackles, there's a lot more pressure on them to keep these defensive ends off of you, crash in the pocket. That's a problem.
Well, I think the biggest thing for me, you're talking about holding the ball, it's on those quick 3-step drop plays. Those are the plays in particular where it feels like whether it's pre-snap, whether it's post-snap, whether they're switching up whatever the coverage is, whatever, irrelevant to me. He just doesn't get rid of it fast enough, and he doesn't anticipate where the coverage is going.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a big thing. I do think, though, he made a good point there at the end, and I don't think it can be dismissed. He did look better as the game went on. So take that however you want to take it. You want to have some solace in that, some optimism. I do think he did look better as time went on. Still not what everyone wants. I don't think even if he would have went 14 of 14 and threw the ball 25 yards down the field every single time and he had 3 touchdowns, I still think that there would be a lot of people who it's the backups. It's this. So I don't know. I don't know how much to take from this.
But you know what? That 4th series where they did score that touchdown, and albeit it was lucky, I thought he did look better on that play. He had a couple nice rollouts. He had
Conley
one
throw
number
was
88.
nice.
He had the nice little Conley layup there for a first down. He improv'd the Willie Snead, the fourth there.
Yeah.
I like that play. So there was some good with Trey Lance. I don't want to just kill him and say everything was bad, the sky has fallen. There was some good there. And I like the way he bounced back after almost getting picked off to start that 2-minute drill before halftime. That should have been an interception. Next play, he comes back, throws a dime to Conley over the middle of the field. We're 3 defenders. It was a very small window, and he hit that play. So Trey gets credit for that.
Well, it's just when you watch these quarterbacks, like the last couple of years, there were times where it would drive you like kind of crazy, but Jimmy Garoppolo plays very free in the sense like if he makes mistakes, he makes a mistake. I'm going to try to throw this ball no matter what, right? And Brock Purdy, I think the biggest part of Brock Purdy, just everything felt very free and reactionary and boom, 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 boom. And he wasn't worried about the results. Right. When I watch Trey Lance, whether this is real or not, the way I'm interpreting it is, I don't want to throw the pick here. I'm not sure I trust what I see. And I feel it reminds me so much of Alex Smith in terms of the indecisive nature in the pocket, afraid to make mistakes, afraid to let it rip.
And that's why I was disappointed in Trey Lance. This was his opportunity to just go out there and play. You know you're playing with backups. You know this game doesn't count. Go out there and rip it. Let it go. Show off that rocket arm. I know he's got the rocket arm. Show it off.
Yeah, but
throw the ball.
It's a double-edged sword because it's easy to say for us, play reckless and have fun.
No, I'm not saying play reckless. I'm saying just let it go.
Like, but then if you throw a couple picks, for example,
first third down, Shasky, he wouldn't even go. He was unsure to throw it to Ross Dwelly. He was 10 yards away.
I know, but let's say the first play of the game, right? First play of the game. Rip that throw. Everyone says that, right? I got to get rid of it. He throws that ball, gets picked.
Well, no.
Now we're having a different discussion.
But it's going through the progressions and hitting the check down.
Yeah.
It's a 3-step drop. You know you can't hold on to the ball. It's a quick 1, 2, 3, boom, get the ball out. If it's not there, throw it out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to throw the ball.
Someone's got to be in the vicinity. You can't just do intentional
Well, you can throw it out of bounds with the out route right there.
Or
throw
just
it 5 feet over his head.
That I agree with.
Throw it 5 feet over his head. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. My biggest issue with Trey Lance yesterday was he held the ball and he was indecisive. I want him to be more decisive and just rip it. Come on, man. Let's go. It's your time to shine.